Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Okay, so for today's video, what we have to do is basically create a new marketing campaign, a new marketing strategy for a new service or product. In this case, I was thinking about different products or services that I could create a strategy for. Obviously, I run an agency, so I didn't want to do an agency because it would be basically the same thing. So I decided to do a course instead. So thinking about my past lives, I used to study software engineering in college. I wanted to become a software engineer. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to make a video about how I would make money online, selling courses, basically programming courses teaching you how to become a software engineer, basically. So this is what I would have done if I went in that route, right, in life. So yeah, just to get started, this is kind of like inspiration from the Matthew Larson funnel diagram flowchart that he has. I'm going to show it here, which is not exactly the same because this one's for agencies, so it's slightly different. But, well, it also has like outreach, partnerships. In this case, we're not going to be doing outreach because it's a course. I mean, we could do outreach in theory, but I kind of modified it to make it more... to make it make more sense for an info product, even though I don't really have much experience selling info products myself. But anyways, for the sake of the example, this is what I came up with. So what I would do is basically I would start creating content on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok specifically, and then run ads. Once I start making more money, obviously ads are way more expensive than just creating content. So from the beginning, I would probably start with free content on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and just start making, videos every week, every day if I can, just creating a bunch of content. Now, from there, from the content and the paid ads at some point, I would try to drive traffic to lead magnets. So basically what I mean by lead magnets is things that I can give the viewers in exchange for their email address, basically. So let's say like a free ebook. Well, I have everything written down here, so some examples. So I'm going to go through all of that. But basically, I can give them things in exchange for the email address, so I can put them on my email list. And then once I have them on my email list, I can, send emails to my list, send them to different things. For example, webinars, community, appointment setter. Well, this is like the appointment setter reaching out to them. But, I can start basically building a deeper relationship with the people who signed up to my newsletter because they're going to be seeing me consistently. So basically, once I have them in the newsletter, I will have a webinar, obviously a newsletter, a free community, probably on like School or on Discord or something. And then I will have an appointment setter, probably myself at the beginning, just like, reaching out to the people who signed up, seeing like what they're about, what problems they're having, what I could help with, etc. So yeah, that's basically it. And then from there, the purpose of obviously the webinar, the community, the newsletter would be to get them to the website to buy a low ticket course. Now, in this case, I thought I could do basically like a low ticket, kind of like monthly subscription where you have access to like all the courses for everything, back end, front end, all the different programming languages that you need to learn. You just pay like $20 a month and you have access to all the different courses and you have access to a community as well. And then if you cancel your subscription, you can cancel anytime. So it's kind of like a low ticket thing. And then the next step after the low ticket would be like a higher ticket coaching program. I don't know exactly how it would be, but hey, basically it would be a coaching program, kind of like Client Ascension, but for coding, probably like more one-on-one, coaching calls, like reviewing your code, helping you more one-on-one, basically. So yeah, let's go through each one of these things and explain exactly what I would do. So for the content, I would create content about basically, coding tutorials, also like talk about my experience, you know, how to learn to code from scratch, etc. I would create tutorials about HTML, CSS, like, you know, front end, JavaScript, etc. You know, back end, all the different back end languages, you know, obviously like frameworks, you know, basically tutorials explaining everything, and also like videos talking to the camera, talking about my experiences, you know, how to get a job, you know, how to get hired, how to build a good portfolio to be able to get hired, my experience learning to code, everything, you know. Then for the lead magnets, I could do things like a full stack web development roadmap. So it would be like a PDF with like a roadmap, everything you need to know to start learning how to code. I could, like, for example, give away the source code for projects. So I could like build projects on YouTube for free and then give them the source code so that they can, you know, download it and do whatever they want with the code. But they have to give me my email. They have to give me their email first to get the source code. And the last one would be like a free ebook as well. It would be like a cool idea. I don't know what the ebook would be about specifically, but, you know, it could be about anything. Basically my experiences, how to get a job, whatever. Then, so that would be the lead magnets. Then once I have them on my email list, obviously I would be like emailing them constantly, etc. And one of the things that I would like push them to would be a webinar. So I could create like a how to become a web developer and break into the industry with no computer science degree, you know? Because there's like a big pain point in the whole programming world. It's like, oh, I don't have a college degree, you know? I didn't study computer science, but I want to become a software engineer. So I could create like a whole webinar basically explaining how a regular person with no college degree, no prior experience in coding, can basically learn to code from scratch, and within, you know, a certain amount of months or a year or whatever, they can get a job and then, you know, become a junior developer, then a higher level senior developer, and obviously make six figures and everything, right? In the US, at least. So yeah, that would probably be my webinar. And then from there, I would also have a community as well, as I mentioned. And then from there, like, everything would be towards selling them the monthly subscription, which is basically, as I said, like a low ticket course where they have access to courses on everything, you know, from HTML, CSS, front end, back end, frameworks for like $20 a month, let's say, or something like that. And also like a community. And then the high ticket program. So that is basically it. That is basically like the whole marketing strategy, the whole funnel from start to finish. So yeah, I hope this video was interesting.